Okay, now I've gotten most of the trash out of there, and I'm going to start doing the next part of the job, which is to remove the tracker bar. I have to reposition the camera a little bit here. I have a problem with one of my feet here. Hello. Okay. And that's right here. I have a couple of screws here. And a couple of screws over here. Now, since this is a transposing tracker bar, this end is already loose. But this end over here is connected to the transposer, so we have to expose that. And actually underneath here is the tracking device that works with those finger trackers that I was telling you about. And here, right here, is the connection that connects all of this to that. Go get a crescent wrench. I want this to move. I don't know why it's being hard to get along with here. Need a stronger pair of pliers. Hold this in place. We don't want this to move because this is the calibration. This is how you calibrate the position of the bar. Normally this just spins right off. Must be some corrosion on here or something. free, and this should just slip right out of here. I don't believe that's screwed in. Normally it would just right out of there. Alright, so we'll loosen the frame here. There's a couple of screws that hold in the armature. What I'm trying to avoid is disconnecting all of this, if possible. And why this is being so difficult. I guess it is threaded. I don't know why they need to thread it when they've got the... That just makes it really difficult to calibrate if it's threaded. It certainly does not look threaded. I do not see any threads in there. Perhaps from the lock screws being tightened down on either side, it may have expanded this slightly, because there are no threads in here. And so what I'm going to do before I put this whole thing back together is I'm going to make sure that this hole, as I file it out a little bit, make sure that that hole is free so that this will slide back and forth for when it needs to be recalibrated. Now you can see the tracker bar. I'll zoom in on this a little bit. And what we're going to show you next is how to deal with this. Because as you see, those tubes look like they're pretty tightly together there. And in this particular state, it'd be almost impossible to put all those tubes back onto this bar without doing something, because they are actually compressed pretty close to one another. So we're going to go into that step next and show you how that's done. Get up here. There we go. Show you how we do that. A little messy. What we do is take a little screwdriver that fits right into the hole, and every other one you just lift it up. Lift it up slightly. I'm going to turn it over and do it just the opposite. In other words, if we lifted this one, we want to lift this one, and so that there's a stagger. So we're going to create kind of a what looks like 4. We'll lift this one right here. It kind of creates a pattern of 4, or what kind of looks like a pattern of 4. This one right here. And now we got plenty of space. Plenty of space between all of these to put the new tubes once we get to that point. Next, we're going to clean off the old tubing. And you never know what the most effective means of cleaning the tubing is going to be. You just never know. Sometimes we have to crack each piece off individually. Sometimes, as we may find, they'll come off relatively easily with heat. And that's what we're going to try first. Because I've had the most success. I've had the most success with heat. All the different methods I've used. This is a Hunger heat gun. Put it on low heat. Low heat, this is about, I believe it's about 500 degrees. Just want to heat up this old rubber. And if I'm going to be able to, normally I would have this secured in place. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to do it this way. There you go, you see, a little bit of heat. Oh, hush. Thank you. Come on, Bruco. Okay. Okay. Get in the house. Go get your toy. Go get your toy. Where's your toy? This one. Get your toy. Where's your toy? Where'd your toy go? Here it is. Get your toy. Get that toy. Get that toy. Come on. Get that toy. Bring it inside. Well, so much for working in peace. And you can see now, this has gotten cold. And you see that now the pieces are just cracking. Right? They're not coming off like they were before. So, but we're going to go ahead and get this cleaned up. I don't even know if you're able to see any of that now that I see where the camera's pointed. Let's try it again. Go ahead and heat this up. And because it's brass, it'll actually stay warm for a fairly long time. Well, not a long time. A minute. After you heat it up. And when it starts cracking like that, you have to go ahead and apply more heat. I think you got the picture. We'll go ahead and finish cleaning that up and then get back to you.